There's no secret that there's been a lot of talk about OG Fortnite, the future of OG Fortnite, whether or not the game's dead or whether or not Season 2 saved it. Well, today, I wanted to share with you guys another, because last time we did this, it was very well received, and thank you very much for it. I was playing with LilSmurf, TwistyChase, and Pbj, and we were talking about all of this, so I wanted to upload another little kind of batch of gameplay footage, but of course the gameplay won't necessarily be the focus of the video. It's the conversation we've been having, because I think these guys shed some very, very nice light on what is to come for Fortnite, things like just pretty well the state of the game. What about the storyline people miss? Is it actually important? Talking about OG Fortnite, but talking about, you know, Donald Mustard not being in the game anymore, all of that stuff. And I personally really enjoyed the conversation, and perhaps the Fortnite community would as well. So guys, let me know what you think about all of this down below. It's more of a listening experience today. Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I am your guy with many YouTube channels. Let's get into it. Thank you so much for listening in this long intro.
I was doing the math in my head, and the season should line up pretty good. I think season 5 should drop during the summer, and then season 7 should drop in December, which will be awesome.
Hype.
Yeah.
They better
do
remix.
Christmas.
Yeah, they need to do the remix of the first Christmas song.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yo.
I just that's something that I'm really worried about with like the future of OG, because there's gonna be some OP stuff.
Well, Clen, we're not gonna need the remix when we get the original 2 weeks after the season starts.
Oh yeah.
I'm really excited for like the Infinity Blade and stuff like that.
But I don't know if we're gonna bring it in.
Do you think
have
they'll do
to.
the LTMs and stuff like Thanos for season 4?
I doubt it.
No.
I don't think so, just because of like light. I mean, maybe Thanos, but I doubt they would do like.
Though.
Yeah, maybe
too
they'll
hard.
do Thanos, but I doubt they would do like, I don't know, like Batman or Borderlands in Season X.
Well, also though, here's the
Oh,
thing: they
they've
didn't even do old Marvel stuff with the Marvel season, so I don't even know
Well,
if they
that's
would
true.
bring
Yeah.
back stuff.
Well, here's the thing: they're not really doing map changes mid-seasons for this, so I don't imagine they do Batman and stuff like that.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Like
Yeah.
they're gonna take away the rift zones. The planes are gonna have like the stupid fuel, and they're gonna steer weird. The ballers are gonna have
I think
energy. They
they'll-
won't bounce.
I mean, I don't understand how they would do planes with fuel, because there's no fuel on this map.
That's
Like
true,
even
too.
in Season 7, there was no fuel.
Yeah, but they're all. I
mean-
mean, it could just make it go slow again, and it could just. You could just still have the fuel. You just won't be able to refill it.
Yeah, I guess. Dude, I'm scared for when the mechs come back in Season X.
I want-
I'm
be lying.
excited.
I am too.
I never played.
That's
season one, really.
It's okay. All right, I'll take it then.
Yeah, I played like 2 or 3 matches that season,
Dude,
so I'm excited to like actually give it a full chance.
I'm telling you, man. I was on the game every night.
Season X was so good.
Every
I
night.
mean, it was a good.
Dude, I
it
was working the
it was a
longest
really good
shifts in
season.
ER. And
Gotham City was amazing.
during those updates, man, I made sure to hop on.
Yeah.
Wild West Tilted Towers, whatever that was called.
Yeah, I
Tilted
just
Town.
remember
Tilted Town.
getting shit on
Yeah.
in that POI with the mech one
That was
time.
the,
and I
that was
like,
the
"Nah,
fun
never
part. Taco time,
Yeah,
One part is not what
Sorry,
I
suburbs,
hated Taco
retail
Time,
row.
bro. I don't care.
dude. Taco time was hilarious.
It was funny, but then like you have to just dance and like when
Dude,
you're
are
in the
you-
middle of a fight.
I love
And
that
then all of
though,
a
like,
sudden-
because like, you always have the people running away with that stupid taco time, the one's trying to heal, or you're both just like standing in front of each other and then like waiting for it to end, spamming the trigger to see who can get it off first.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
POI gimmicks, except what they did with the Holly Hedges in Chapter 2 with where it was like alien invasion, where you went in and it was like low gravity.
I liked it, but
Oh,
not as much
yeah.
as the rift zones. Like, I love the zombie hordes in Retail Row. I love the
Oh,
prop
yeah.
hunt in Moisty Mire. Even just like
Yeah.
simple gameplay changes, like in Gotham, redeploying your glider, and in Borderlands you get shielded really quick.
Yeah.
I loved
liked
the
the no
Borderlands
building
update.
thing.
What season was that in?
Tilted Town.
X. Tilted Town was so
Wow.
much fun.
Wait,
The
hold
no
on. I'm
breaking was
wondering-
crazy.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll change up the rift zone for Tilted Town.
I'd be
Like
I
since
doubt
no
they'll
build.
do that.
no, because
Since
they
no
can always
build is
just
a
have the no
permanent mode.
breaking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I doubt they'll change anything. I bet they'll pick the rift zones that don't have collaborations and then stick
be-
with that all season.
To be honest
Yeah.
with you, I'm
Bro,
not
I'm-
confident that they're gonna do the rift zones. It was so hated.
I don't care.
I mean,
think
so
it would make
I mean,
sense.
so was Double
Because
Pump.
season
So
9
was-
and 10 wouldn't
Not
be
to
any
that
different.
extent. No way. The double pump?
Season 9 and 10 wouldn't be different.
Well, but
without
you
it.
don't understand. Since it's in the past, it was peak, you know. So
Yeah, I was gonna
they're
say, I
definitely
think
gonna do it.
anything's on the table, dude. I mean, people love every aspect.
They brought
that you
back
would
double
expect them
pump.
not to love.
Sorry, I'm a
Yeah,
doomer when it comes to this. I think a good indication will be when we get to season 5, if the P90 is still busted and they have the turrets, like, and they're not super powerful either, then I'll be a little bit disappointed moving forward.
I wish
know
they
that
had
they're
the
gonna start
same
nerfing
exact
stuff.
damage and everything.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I want like
For the what's that?
So many
TAC
people wanna
SM2?
experience
That
it.
used to be good. I feel like, but
Yeah.
it's so
oh,
bad.
the drum gun too, season 5. That thing was nuts.
I don't care
Yeah.
if people die too fast. It's
Yeah, and
it
I don't
is
care if
more
I
fun.
die too fast.
Yeah,
it's
but
the
that's
OG
the thing too.
experience.
Is like this. I don't care if there are OP stuff or stuff that like should make you mad, because this isn't the main mode. Like, it's not like you're being forced to play it. You know what I mean?
And it's not competitive.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, just go balls to the wall and just do fun stuff.
I feel like if they just remove some stuff out of ranked, then it'll be fine.
Low key, nah. Just leave it. Back in the day, we had to deal with it.
Well, see,
But I disagree with that actually. I think because if it's ranked, then you should have the balance updates. Plus, ranked didn't come out
You'd
until like season
think,
7.
but they don't do that for any other games. They just
But the
don't
thing-
add anything. Fun in
But I
general.
think that's proper. I think the ranked should be like as balanced
yeah,
as
but
possible.
see,
Yeah,
them
but they
not-
shouldn't do that for OG and not for regular.
They should do it for both.
That's what I'm saying.
I
Yeah,
know,
that's what
but
I'm saying.
Don't
They should
do
do
it for
both.
either. They don't
Yeah,
do
that's
it.
why I'm
Instead,
mad.
they just don't add the fun stuff to both game modes.
Yep. That's what
Or
I'm saying,
they
'cause if they
or
split
they
in
keep the
loophole,
fun
you-
stuff.
you
Or
can
they
make it
keep the
more
fun stuff. You go ahead.
No, you got it.
They keep the fun like wrecked, bro. They kept the fun stuff in ranked that the ranked people hated. So it's like, okay, just remove them. It's like, no, we're gonna nerf them to the ground, but still keep them in
Yeah.
ranked.
Yeah.
That's my
Which
issue.
I'm like
It's
saying
just
the
like-
cars needed nerfs, but like to the degree that they did it, it just
I-
wasn't fun for
I
anyone.
don't know though. I don't think cars. I mean, I understand they're OP, but that was the whole premise of the season. Like, make them. I don't know.
Well, I
thought
mean,
the
like
went from a
I thought
auto,
wasteland
like
season
auto
two.
healing auto healing cars, like that was broken.
It was, but
It
that
was
was the
sick.
mythic car, which I
Yeah,
loved.
but that was
Well,
the
I mean,
mythic.
but here's the thing: the mythics weren't hard to get. Like the bosses weren't hard to fight.
So
Yeah, but there was only one.
yeah, first come first
no,
serve.
There were 3.
there's 3.
Well, that's what I mean though. Like one of each.
But see, here's the
because
thing:
you
is
have to
I
fight for
had
it.
so much fun that first week of that season. Like, I was loving it.
Agreed.
And then I still don't think it was a terrible season. Like, I think it's very overblown how bad it was.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
sure a lot of it was annoying towards the end, like with Magneto stuff. But like once you just learn to like not care and just do the same thing yourself,
Just
like
give it till chapter 7, then people start feeling nostalgic for it. We're like, actually, I think
it's
it's a
I've-
little bit
I've
too
already
hard
seen-
on wrecked.
It's making
I've
me
already
so
seen
mad.
a nostalgic edit. I saw a nostalgic edit of Wrecked. I'm not even joking.
I'm pretty straightforward. I feel like I don't really get nostalgic for stuff that I
Yeah.
thought was bad at the time.
Yeah,
Agreed.
I don't either.
I didn't
Because,
think
like,
any
that's-
chapter
I am
one
not
was
just-
bad, and I thought some in chapter 2 were bad, and I didn't think any were bad in chapter 3 besides maybe season 3, but the like reality tree and stuff saved it. And chapter 4, I thought season 1 was amazing. Season 2 was good mostly, and 3 and 4 I didn't really love.
I'm so
And I still feel
nostalgic
that
for
way.
4, dude. I loved
Yeah.
the more I think about it, like I was kind of harder
Season one
on
was
Wilds
kinda-
at the time just because it came off of Mega. Like even Wilds, like the fact that people think that's like legitimate the worst season of all time is wild to me. No
Yeah.
pun intended.
You know, I thought it was
But-
fun.
But it's like chapter 5
It was
makes me
unique.
mad cuz I loved season 1 and 2. Like genuinely, I love both of
chapter
those.
5?
Yeah, chapter 5. And
Yeah, me
people
too.
people now, if you say you liked it, they're like, oh, of course people are now coming around with the nostalgic thing. Like, I get that
Oh,
it's
yeah.
true, but it's like, I don't think it was far off enough now at this point for people to get nostalgic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, especially season 2. I love season 2 up until they removed all the Greek stuff.
I was
Oh.
I was gonna say that it was really well received up until that.
But see, it's
Yeah.
kind of
And,
like,
like, why would they
it's
even do
also-
that?
I hate
Like-
though
Yeah,
that
it was a
shouldn't-
dumb change, but
Yeah.
Like,
But that
here's the
shouldn't
Greek
influence
season.
the
Let's remove
season,
all
though,
the
how you-
Greek.
Like, I still enjoyed it a lot.
I just had so much, like, for me personally, I just had
Yes.
trouble enjoying chapter 5 with the bullet drop and the attachments and the blank
Yeah.
guns.
There's
Yeah.
only 3 players left.
Oh,
oh, wow.
You thought the gun? I don't know. I thought the loot pool was like the strongest thing about Chapter 5. Not the bullet drop, but the loot pool. Like I think they did a pretty good job.
before I forget, there was one thing I wanted to mention about Wrecked that you were talking about. I don't understand, because you're talking about the mythic cars. I don't
Yeah.
understand why people don't find fun in, like, oh my god, it's a mythic car, run away, run away, run away.
Exactly, yeah,
like,
exactly.
Like, and hiding from those things, it's like, but people love the Thanos mode, right?
Because I was in,
I mean, the difference between that is like it's an LTM, and so you're going in like expecting that in a sense. But like with a normal VR thing, like the cars were a huge gameplay shift,
right here.
and like I understand that was the I understand that was the appeal of the season, but like I don't know. Like I liked the cars a lot. I liked the season, but from like a competitive perspective, I understand why people didn't. like it.
But I'm always of the opinion like stuff like that shouldn't be competitive.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
This could all be fixed. Like you could have these fun items uninterrupted if they would just stop being stubborn and just separate the loot pools.
Yeah, I will never understand that.
Because they're ruining seasons for themselves. Like how many times they nerfed the Marvel stuff back in season 4. Like,
dude, the jetpack nerfs were so bad.
Yeah.
And like I'm of the opinion that they dropped the ball in the first place with the Marvel
dead.
powers,
Whoa.
and they made it
Oh
even
my God.
worse by nerfing.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Traps.
Oh, I cannot believe I
Oh
just
my-
survived
There's
that.
traps in here.
Oh my God.
That's so funny.
He popped the slurp.
We got
Nice.
it. That was so funny.
Yeah, but I'm like, it's like 50-50, I think. Like, mythics are supposed to be rare and OP, so that way people actually want to go for them. The Infinity Blade, the fact that there was only one, you could always see where it was. You always knew you're pretty much dead if you're gonna go against this guy alone. So it's like, that's what makes it so much fun, because you got to either get there first and get the Infinity Blade, or try to survive and team up on him at the end. And I don't know. I just
But
feel
the
like
thing about that is like
there's only one, so you're like, you gotta worry and make sure you don't fight him one-on-one, and you gotta race for it. Like, I would always glide midair.
But you got to think about the. Yeah, you got to think about this though, right? It's not just the mythic car that you're running from. It's a bunch of other cars, and the other cars aren't as broken as the mythic cars, but they're still broken, right? So you have all these cars coming towards you because they hear the fighting. They're gonna go rush toward it, and so
that's
once
fun to
you're,
me.
It's just.
I don't know.
Like,
That was
it's
the fun to me. I liked everybody having like a double layer. Like you had to destroy their car and then kill them. Like I thought that was just fun.
You know what else is really fun? Because there were so many cars all the time around each area. Is like once you got your car destroyed, it was just you like trying to hide around a rock with all of these explosions and vehicles, and I loved it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I definitely think the season wasn't as nearly as good as it could have been, but I think a large part of that had to do with them nerfing everything. Because like, it's not like I didn't hate the season because I kept playing all the way through.
Yeah.
It was my most played season of Chapter 5. Like when that when your stat thing comes out, like Fortnite year summary or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I think season 4 was like my least played. And then
Oh, I just got a weird bug.
But I think we've lost the glamour of like mythic and like rare items in the first place. Like,
oh yeah, big time.
Having weapons have legendary versions that are only available in legendary versions and epic was just like
that's a big difference.
Like getting the P90 instead of the SMG because it's at a certain rarity, or getting the Scar, or getting the pump. Like, I don't know. I feel like that's. People say that it makes it boring because you only have a couple options, but I don't know. I don't agree.
No, I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I think we need different models and sounds and damage for higher rarities, and I think the mythic should be never ever the same as anything else in the game.
Yeah.
What's it?
It should be
I don't
mythic.
think we should have duplicate at all. I think it should be one of a kind.
That was what was annoying about Chapter 5. It's like, oh, here's a mythic, but it's just a mythic version that does 2 more damage than the AR that you can already get.
Yeah, and that's it.
There was no point. And same in Chapter 6.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my friends about this, but what I was saying is like, if you want like a quote unquote mythic like reskin of a gun, do it as an exotic, and then make it have like something special, and then make mythics like actual powers and like.
Why did they stop
Another
doing
thing I
exotics?
missed. Yeah, they were so much fun.
Exotics were so fun.
Like
bro,
the heisted ones, dude?
Heisted, bro.
Yeah.
I love those. Are in Reload. Like you can get a random chest that gives you every single heisted weapon.
Yeah, I got that like my first game of Reload.
Yeah.
Chapter 2 Season 5 was goated for that.
Agreed.
Yeah.
There were so many good ones.
get annoyed.
Nighthawk. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Actually, the Chapter 2 Season 5 Mythic's Exotics game was on point.
Yeah,
Wait, is there
that
no
was a lot
basement
of fun.
season
Yeah.
2 in the Blue House? Oh my
No, I
god.
don't.
L season. L epic.
You had one chance to bring back our sacred
Guys,
map.
not me.
This just isn't the same.
Ah, dude. You know, Tim Sweeney, if Donald Mustard was here, they definitely would have had the basement.
Yeah.
Yeah, they definitely just. It would have been better.
You know what's
Guys, I'm the
making me
revolver
mad
god.
though? Clen, it's partially you and Cyan that are kind of swifting me with the whole storyline thing.
Uh-oh. Why?
Because like, I was listening to one of your videos the other day and you were talking about the storyline and I was like, damn, like it's the excitement of like the events. Like, and I remember being at work and like me and my buddy talking about watching them and stuff.
What,
Like, I don't.
change
it
your
just-
tune on?
No, like I was a big like, oh, it doesn't really matter. Like it was never really that good in the first place. Like I don't really care. But then now, I don't know. I kind of.
I mean, that's not really the hype for the storyline, though. That was the hype for the events.
But
Right.
that's
No,
the
I disagree
product
with that.
of
There was a lot of hype for the
but-
story in general.
But that's the product of the storyline. Like
The
you
story
can't
is what
have
made
these
hype
good
for the
events without
seasons.
storylines, yeah, so it's
Well,
like
the live events were definitely like the most hype thing to look forward to, but there were also just like random little things that people cared about. Like for OG, which I hope they start doing. Like I remember seeing that meteor in the sky for the first time. Where's that gonna go? Like, why is
Yeah.
that thing in the air?
Yeah.
well, see, I miss
That-
just progressive stuff too. It's just like I don't know. I feel like now we just kind of switch the switch and like we're like, boom, we're in another season.
Yeah.
Have fun. Like
Yeah.
I miss the servers going down for like 8 hours and it being a mystery of like what's happening. Like they even did that
Yeah.
in chapter
'Cause
2.
now-
It's like after Marvel, Jones is just in an office with a ringing phone. And you're like, oh, I have
Yeah.
no idea what's gonna happen next
Yep.
season. And
Because
then,
what's
boom.
it? Back then, or like, I guess back earlier, like, they didn't reveal the seasons, like, a week before it came out.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it would
hated
always be a
those teasers.
mystery. And, like, sure, you had leaks and stuff, but they were, like, small little teasers, so you never
Yeah.
knew what was actually coming.
Well, it's
But
because
now
The
it's
biggest
just, like,
problem with the game right now is leaks.
leakers ruin the game, dude. It's because if Epic doesn't do that, the leakers are gonna do it themselves, and they're gonna end up revealing everything. Like,
Yep.
Epic will do teasers of Battle Pass skins. Like, sure, they'll show off like 2 or 3 like fully, but it's like if they don't do that, you know damn well a day before the downtime, Sheena's gonna come out with all this crap, and then it's gonna be spammed all over YouTube. It's just like I get it, they're in a tough spot. And it's like the same with collaborations. Like, I don't know. I made a video on that like 2 years ago, and I got such a bad dislike ratio. People love leaks. Like I don't know.
I know. Every time I talk about it, like it's not like I receive a ton of pushback, but like I'm always shocked by the amount of people that disagree with me on that.
Well, I came up with like a
Leaks?
terminology of like 2 different types of leaks. Like, say Sheena comes out and he's like, "Oh, a brand new Spider-Verse collab is coming soon." I don't mind that.
Yeah.
What I mind is there's a new Spider-Verse collab coming soon. Here's going to be the map changes. Here's some promotional pictures in game. There's going to be 3 skins, 2 wraps. There's going to be a mini event tied with it. Like, come on.
And what's
like,
going
I
to
don't
happen in the mini
know.
event is Spider-Man's going to come onto the map, and then he's going to meet with John Jones. Like,
Dude, it's just so like.
I mean, to be fair, like, what's it? China and, like, Fire Monkey or whatever, they don't, like, reveal anything, like, about the event. They keep that, like, under wraps
do they?
for the most part.
Yeah, but
But somebody will.
yeah,
I mean, they reveal something,
right here.
but, like, it's never to the point where it's like,
Come
oh,
on,
yeah, this
though,
is
let's
exactly
go,
what's
though.
going to happen
They-
in the event.
They start the forest fire though, because they provide it, and then everybody and their moms start spamming it.
I don't
'Cause I
know.
know what
I
you
wouldn't.
mean.
I
They'll be
wouldn't
like-
say. I wouldn't say that they're responsible. I think it's on Epic Games to put a stop to leaks. Like,
Well,
there's a
100%.
lot of people that like leaks. But
Yeah, I know
what
that,
I don't
but-
understand is like, hey, we have an event. I'm gonna go look at what's gonna happen before I watch the event.
Yeah, I mean, because we
Yeah,
knew
like,
in
that's
chapter
so
5,
dumb.
like we always knew it was gonna happen. Like I wouldn't even bother really caring about doing the events. Like if I was on, I would do it. But if not, I'm like, okay, well I can look on Twitter an hour before and see what's happening.
Yeah.
I don't know. Events, it's just so weird because I feel like Fracture just did such permanent damage to stuff, and it's like.
I agree. I'm not even kidding.
Yeah,
I
dude,
agree.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I was talking about season 4, and I was like, "Yeah, I think it's probably like one of the most underrated seasons like of all time." Like, I thought it was a lot of fun. And they're like, "But Fracture," I'm like, "Okay."
That one event that wasn't even, like,
Yeah, that one
really a
45
part of
minutes
the
entire
season.
season.
Like, what are you talking about? Oh, I liked 3.5 months of the game, but I didn't like an hour, so I hated that. Like, dude,
This
that
season was the worst season.
That season was the epitome of fun.
Oh my god!
Like,
Oh my
that
god!
was-
Where did
Oh,
those guys come from?
Jeez.
Oh, are they still
I
in that
don't
basement?
know.
Did you kill that guy over there?
Oh no!
Smurf going Exmo mode down here.
My fault.
But yeah, I've always really enjoyed the storyline. But the problem is like, I think it's the storyline was one of the things that's very important that really had Fortnite's charm with it, and the charm is no longer there. But it's also it's really not necessary for the game to succeed. It's just
no, 100%.
Okay.
I think the charm's gone, but
There's
like
a
I don't
difference,
think that
though.
means the game's bad.
yeah, absolutely.
There's a difference between, because I think that Fortnite has succeeded in what they wanted to do, and that doesn't require the storyline anymore. Because I think before they added all these other game modes, and it was literally just battle royale, not even zero build. The story was very important because that's what like kept, like I would say even almost around half of people had some knew the storyline a little bit and cared for it somewhat. So there's a big amount of people, but the second they started bringing all these extra games, their player counts probably jumped 200,000 an hour.
Yeah.
So now those 200,000 people don't really care for the storyline because there's no need to.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but it's like
I
what
still
Clen's
think
saying,
that
though.
the storyline is extremely important to build hype for the next seasons and to kind of give like a, I don't know, like a reason to do everything.
Yeah, but like, there's no reason not to do it. That's the thing that I don't. It doesn't make sense to me. Like it worked for them. Like like you were saying, like it's essential for the charm, I think. But I don't think it's essential for the game. But the thing is, it's like, I don't understand why they stopped. Like that doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah. Like
I mean, it's just because Donald Mustard left. He had like this whole vision for what he wanted to do.
It's that simplistic though. Like just because you lose one person, they're like, all right, well we'll stop doing this thing that.
Okay, but that one person was like the creative director. He was the guy who like
why hire
everything.
another creative director though?
Because they need a creative director, I guess. I don't know.
Well, if they're not,
I mean,
I
I feel like
Donald left on his own. I think that they kind of wanted to go
he was
this direction
pushed out
more.
in a way.
yeah.
Well, yeah, there was something along the lines of like their visions didn't align anymore.
Yeah, like he even said like he didn't really want to leave, but it's like his creative vision, and that's why he went to the Russo brothers thing.
Well,
I don't know. I see a future where they like bring him back. I don't know, like
really?
an OG LeBron going back to the Cavs. God,
Hey,
I mean, I'm gonna be honest.
Give me some
sing the praise of the heavens.
No.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I never really cared for the storyline all that much.
That's all I got.
I need some shotgun.
I have none.
It's
Oh my goodness.
I
like,
know.
it's
I mean, I say that.
it's a
but then I
fine
look back
story.
at it, it's like I don't know.
I mean, it's a fine story at best, and like
Yeah, you can't beat my simple edit, huh? Out of here.
I don't know. Just think about the moments it gave, though. Like, I don't know.
No,
Even in
I
gameplay, like the map flooding and.
I thought the story was legitimately beautifully told. It's like nothing ever, like it's nothing like we've ever seen in storytelling before. It came from like map changes, loading screens in a video game, and there was clear direction with it. I thought it was very unique and very well
See,
told.
they still try to
It
do
was
that
unique.
now, but where it's the only source that we have is like that pickle farm turning into like a full factory. Like, yeah, that's cool, but like you can't really like what are they doing with that? And then flooded frogs draining down and stuff like I said, that's cool, but there's no more context or like excitement to even like speculate. Oh, like why is this happening?
Yeah,
It doesn't really matter.
yeah. Like, I don't know. I like ever since Collision, I have just not cared for the storyline whatsoever.
Dude, I liked Collision a lot though.
Collision was peak. Collision was peak, but like I'm saying after Collision, it was like okay, like that felt like the grand finale in a sense.
What?
Chapter 3 season
We
4
all
was
had
amazing.
more questions than ever after that one.
Yeah.
But
You
I
remember
mean,
when
like the
talking about
IO.
demo?
I mean, I do remember that, but then it's like they went nowhere with that. Like I was excited for what they were gonna do with the story, and then in Vibin, I was like, okay, this is after the war, they're not gonna do too much. And then like it was like Fracture was like okay, and then like they did nothing in Chapter 4 basically.
Well, yeah, but
And
Donald
then-
Mustard was gone by then.
Bro,
Well, yeah, exactly.
I
That's
just
what I'm
realized that was a
saying.
visual
I'm-
bug. It looked like you were no scoping that.
yeah, me too. I was like, that was insane. What are you doing?
Yeah,
I was
just a
about
light
to say.
scoop, 400 meters. It's a full squad over here.
But it's funny because now I'll say that the storyline's bad this season, and people like go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Is it not? Though?
I mean-
I haven't really been paying attention.
there.
That's the
I mean,
point.
I
Like,
just
You're
know-
supposed to be able to enjoy
I
it.
never pay attention because like, okay, you had to do a little bit of digging to understand the Fortnite storyline at first, but there was a lot of stuff that you could do, like voice line quests that weren't like hidden in the, like encrypted in the quest tab, like they were right there, like, hey, go
Yeah.
here, you'll get a voice line or something. But now it's just like, oh yeah, you gotta go to this random outskirt, not named POI, to find Jonesy saying, hey,
The
You're doing
demons are
great.
coming.
Exactly. That was the main thing about Donald Mustard. Why it felt so special is because I think he just understood how, like, the balance between simplicity and how much is to be told. Because I feel like now they just, like, they're telling a story, but it's super. It doesn't fit the battle royale.
it's vague.
It's a game that updates every week, but.
Like even
doesn't
like a lot of
really
POI
work.
updates had like the vision in it too. Like I always point back to something like Pressure Plant, where it's like every single week there was just a new little
Yeah.
part of a mech. And then you remember how long it took to figure out that it actually was a mech. We're like, oh my god, what's being built here? There were speculations about a mech, and everybody was constantly talking and couldn't wait for the next update. But now, to point back to the leaks conversation, you'd be like, all right, so on March 27th, we're going to get the left foot, and this is going to be used in a live event
Yep.
against the giant monster.
Yeah, exactly.
No, that's
It's
kind of
so-
what I think. I kind of think that, but Fortnite, I don't know. Like, what if they were to just do those small build-ups again, and all they would have to do is simply not add to the files until that update?
Or they
It's
can
not
just
that
send
hard.
messages out
Just
and
don't
say,
add
hey,
it.
we're not
or
going to
they
leak
could
this.
or they could encrypt the files. It's like, I don't know, because
Or
I feel
they
like
could-
everything is just there, like, hey, here's the next like 10 collabs that we're gonna put in the item shop. Here's the exact days, the exact amount of V-Bucks they're gonna cost, the in-game content, everything else, and it's like it's nothing that is like a surprise anymore.
That-
Or they
Yeah,
could
and it's
reach
like-
out to the leakers and be like, "Hey, you can keep doing X, Y, and Z, but stay away from this, or you're gonna have legal consequences." It's
Yeah,
that simple.
Well,
that's-
here's the
I'm
thing,
with
they
you on that.
they
Like,
would
hey,
have to
if
reach
you-
out to every Twitter leaker.
They could just put out a mass
Not
message.
really.
They can put out a mass
the
message.
the biggest one, yeah. Like if they can send us content creators
Oh.
part of the program, like messages, like all
That's
at
true,
once,
too.
like about stuff changing, they can easily reach out to like 10 leakers that have influence.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because you have
but
so many small
mean-
leakers that just bottom feed off the big leakers, and then
a
they
good
get
point.
they get a few things right, and then they
Dude,
get
I'm
big
so
credit.
I'm so
That's why I
pissed
only
about
follow
like those
Aiko.
small. Yeah, that's why I'm so pissed about all the smaller leakers, because they always say like, "Hey,
so
big
fucking
leak in
annoying,
like
bro.
10 hours,"
Uh-huh,
or like
yep.
big leak tomorrow, and then it's just something that Shina tweeted.
Big leak tomorrow. The Fantastic Four should come to Fortnite sometime in 2025. Oh, you don't fucking say. Thanks, Sherlock. I couldn't
Hold
put that
on,
one
big
together.
leak. Hold on, big leak. The next season is called Chapter 6, Season 2.
Holy shit. You know what I do hope they continue doing though? I hope we keep getting like Hope reskins for like all the seasons.
Agreed. I'd like to see
Because
that.
they really just need to keep pushing her as like the main thing. Because like I have no idea what the hell she's doing right now.
Meet and
She's
greet
just
Jonesy.
She's doing what?
You
It's a
don't know
meet
that
and greet
map?
with Jonesy.
Aren't they like?
it's a creative map. Dagwami always tries to
Oh.
get me to play.
Didn't you
It's
get
fire.
flack for that video that you made because like they're like a father figure or something like that?
Oh, yeah,
'Cause you
when
said
I-
they should date.
Yeah, I made a tier list on who Hope should date because she was living with Jonesy and people were talking about it. And then I even said it, but of course people don't listen, right? I even said at the beginning of the video, all right, if I hear people talking about Jones being like a fatherly figure to her, if that's the case, this is going to be an F tier. But of course nobody wanted to listen to that and be like, oh my god, this guy's really shipping Fortnite skins and wants, how weird is it that?
Bro's pushing 30.
Yeah.
You have a child.